Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and this is a video where I'm going to show you some of the new yarn that I got recently made up into some swatches. Now I haven't done all colours, just to refresh your memory though, they are called Pebble and they're Woolcraft Pebble. They are available now at hobbyrocks.co.uk and there's rather a lot of them and they are all absolutely fantastic. Now this is an orange one and it has other colours in it. Now I believe it's called Bonfire, but they don't have the names on the yarn bands as well as the number. So it's 8042. And this is my swatch with that one. So somebody once said when I bought a ball of that and the blue for myself a long time ago, and somebody once said, wow, that would make a lovely pumpkin. And I think, as you can see, all these colours of the vibrant colours and then it going into some kind of looking like it would be decaying, it would make a great pumpkin. They're dead right. So this one, I started off, it is a chunky yarn, but I think it's quite a thick chunky. It's not quite a super chunky, I don't think, but I've seen some quite, thin type chunkies, but this one is quite substantial as a chunky. And this is half treble, which in the US is a half double crochet. So up until that point there, that's what I was working with. And you can see it's got really good stitch definition. That's really sunny in here today, so I'm not sure if the colours you're seeing on your screen are the same as what I'm actually looking at, because it does look darker and not so bright and vibrant, but they have got some really gorgeous colours in this yarn. So that was working with the half trebles, which as I said is half double in the US, and they are one of my favourite stitches because they don't have great kind of holy sort of vibe going on, and they are pretty nice to work up quickly, and I just like the way they look. So that was just a standard version. And then this part here is a UK treble, which is a US double crochet. And I have to say that I think this yarn lends itself quite nicely to the UK treble or US double. It's kind of nice and drapey. Obviously this is a stiffer outcome because it's a closer stitch, whereas this one is a lot more drapey. And I feel like with the colours that shine through in any part of this colour, because obviously it changes colour, it's variegated throughout the skein, and whichever one you have, you've got this bright, nice kind of contrast that comes through that really does create a great stitch definition. And then to the end of it, I decided to see what it would look like with just a moss stitch. Because I find that no matter what you make, looks fantastic in a moss stitch. It's one of those crochet stitches that really does show off any yarn that you're working with. Now, obviously, I didn't get to do it with the bright part, but I think I went through every single colour variation that appears in the skein. I got parts of the red come through in this part here, and the kind of darker browns came through in this bit here, and the greens. So I think that one showed all of the colours that you get in that big 200-gram ball, and all of the different kind of techniques, and the way that they work is really different. So when you get with the half treble, which is obviously the half double in the US terminology, it's quite wide. And then if you do the same amount of stitches in a UK treble, which is the double crochet, it's slightly less wide. And then when you get to the moss stitch, it's even less wide. So it does have this effect of shaping where there is none. So that was that one. That was the I've got a bag to put it in. That was I think it was called Bonfire, for obvious reasons. Nice and bright and vibrant. I say I've got a bag, but it won't open for me. doesn't want to play. So I was using this crochet hook, which is a clover or more, because I'm trialing these at the moment, as I've not really used many of them in the past. But just to refresh your memory, this is what the skein looks like in the bonfire. Absolutely gorgeous. They're so big that I can't, the only way I can get them to show you is to lay them down, because they are quite a size. So that was that one. I was asked to do this one, and possibly the bonfire. That wasn't essential, but I was asked to do this one because of the gorgeous browns. And the person, it was Julie who asked me to do it. She wanted me to show her how these work up, because she wants to make some bits for the men in her life. That sounds bad, but all of them. Family, obviously. And so this again at the bottom here is how it works with the half treble, half double. And then in this part, we get quite a nice chocolate brown section. And then it starts to come up with this lighter, more orangey tone, which I don't know if you're seeing the true colour, as I said, because of the brilliant sunshine we've got today. But it's almost a kind of a light tangerine. It's really pretty. And then again, that's with the UK treble crochet or double crochet in the US. So you can see how it would work up. And then the moss stitch again. So I think, again, I chose the stitches and the amount of work that would show all of the colours that come through in this yarn. So there's the mustards and yellow. There's the mushroom colours and like darker kind of browns. Well, it's not dark, is it? It's kind of, I don't know what you call that. Yeah, dark brown, without being a chocolate brown like this one. And yeah, then that's the whole skein. Now, I really like the way this worked up. I do love all of the colours that are in this. And when I first showed this on my channel, somebody said that is a very Crystal Bag a Day kind of ball of yarn. And I have to say, if any of you know her preferences, it really, really is, because it has all of the autumn colours that she really, really loves. So you can see there, you've got that orange and you've got the mushroomy colours, you've got the kind of greeny tones come through. That is a really, really beautiful one. And I think from memory, it was called something like nutmeg, or there was a nut involved anyway. But I wish they'd put the colours on the yarn band. In my shop, when I uploaded these, I uploaded the colours names as well as the number, so you'll be able to see them all. But that is absolutely gorgeous. Now, yeah, it is lovely and soft as well. I didn't mention that. Really is beautiful and soft to work with. Now, I decided to do something different with this one. Now, in the beginning, when I first discovered this yarn, I bought this colour and that orange when I was on holiday. So I wanted to see what these two work up like. And I also have a giveaway on my channel for these two. I'm struggling to figure which way is up. There we go. So I did the same stitches again, try and keep it consistent. This part at the bottom here is the half treble or half double, and you've got these beautiful vibrant blues, and you've got kind of rust colours, olive greens, and more kind of deeper, I would say, terracotta colour. And then it just, look at that beautiful blue part there. And then that last bit, so this part from here is the moss stitch. I didn't do such a big swatch on this one. I didn't have the others to hand. Plus I wanted to get stuck into doing something else with it to see what that would look like. But again, the moss stitch really does look lovely in this yarn. So that one, I'll put down there for a second. Let me see if I can find it. I think that is this one here. Again, it doesn't give you the name, which is unfortunate, but I'll show you the number because, as I said, if you wanted to order this from my shop, I do show the numbers and the names. There is also a voucher code under the video, which is valid until the end of December. You can use it on every order you place. So that's ongoing. And these are available to ship worldwide. So that's this one. I love this one because obviously I love blues, and you all know that. Not finished with that one though. I decided I wanted to see if I made a hat or something round, what it would look like. And I also wanted to see how it would look if I incorporated a different part of the stitch and made the ridge. And I really love this. Obviously, I didn't go any further than this because I was itching to get on to the next one as well. But I wanted to see how this would look if I was doing a hat. And that is absolutely gorgeous, soft. It looks kind of, I did a magic ring, but I haven't obviously secured it. But that is beautiful. I love this yarn. This circle is made with half trebles or half doubles in the US, and I did that ridge on this one round here. But that would make an absolutely amazing hat. That really would. Beautiful and soft and really, really nice. So that was the blue one. Okay, so I'll show you the other colours. There's only one further yarn that I did as a swatch. But there's this one. This is absolutely beautiful as well. I really loved all of these colours, and it's such a marbled effect on this one. That would work up because it's so light as well. You would see all of those colours coming through in that really lovely, vibrant way. And that is the shade number. Sorry, I don't know what that's called, but that's that one. And then we got this one, and I was going to swatch this one because I really wanted to see what it would look like, but I chose one of the other more kind of, I guess, girly colours. But and I couldn't swatch them all because that just means I've used up all of every one of them, and I didn't want to do that. So that's the number of this one, which is absolutely stunning. And this one as well, incredible, just beautiful yarn. Really, really lovely. And I think that was the one did I have it on the table at the beginning? I can't remember. But there's the number of that one. Again, can you imagine a hat or a scarf set made with that? Would be absolutely beautiful, or even a pullover. This is another one, very similar, but obviously this one's a pinker version, whereas that one was a purpley mauve, lilac-y, all different colours. Whereas this one's more of a magenta and pinks. Really, really lovely. Let me just get my swatch out before it gets buried in amongst all this yarn, because they are quite big balls. And there again, there's another absolutely gorgeous one with lots of teal. As you know, I love blues, and I chose a fair amount of the bluer yarns for obvious reasons. That's not all there is. I've got one more swatch to show you as well, but I wanted to show you these yarns because I absolutely adore this one. I'm so tempted to use this for a swatch, but I didn't want to. I wanted to save it for something special. But it is kind of, just reminds me of a kaleidoscope. All those beautiful colours showing through there. That's so, so pretty. They're all pretty, but, and then you've got this one, which again, I don't know if that would work together really nicely or not. But I think I might even with that one. They're just so lovely. I really, really love this yarn, and I wish I'd got it ages ago, but you know, there was only I did have rather a lot of yarn to sell in the beginning, so I wanted to make some space. But that's the colour for that one. And then there's this. This is just another absolutely gorgeous one, especially for men. If you, I mean, obviously for women as well, but certainly men might not like. Some men do like wearing pink and mauve and all that colour, but not people like Gary wouldn't, for instance. He's very traditional in his colours, and not everybody is, but that's fine. But he is. So these ones are just gorgeous. I'm not sure. This is different, this one. The way this is on the ball, it reminds me of tartan. And I don't know if this would colour pool. Got a bit of fluff on that one. If it would colour pool like tartan. But that's just stunning. Nearly there, guys. This one as well. Another one that's just so pretty and got all those oranges and everything else. This would have made a lovely, lovely hat or a swatch, wouldn't it? But like I said, I just couldn't do them all. That one's fantastic as well. And then we have a couple of pastel ones. Now, I brought this one, although it's showing a lot of green. All of the other balls were more, well, it was a different part of the wind. But I wanted to show you this one because it's got quite a lot of those beautiful green tones in it. And that's this one. So the last one is the one I have done my swatch, and I want to show you that because it is absolutely gorgeous. And this is the yarn, and this one, well, both of these yarns remind me a lot of that, my favourite Poundland yarn. You know, the DK yarn. I've made lots of stuff, including my willow blanket. I've never really been able to find a yarn like it anywhere else. Some sort of very similar, but this one is, well, very much like it. And now I've used this, I think I like it even more than that Poundland DK weight yarn, because this is a bulky 5. I'd say it's a bulky 5.5. It's not quite a bulky 6 or super chunky. It's a chunky plus, I think. It's quite a fat strand. There's the number, and this is the swatch that I've done. So I say a swatch. I started off wanting to see what this would look like if I made a hat with it for a kiddie, like a toddler, or say someone who is about 8 years old roughly. So I think this one would be the toddler size because it is quite chunky, and as you could see I had it on the ball like that, using it like a hat. But you know, when I started working with this, it started off with this colour, but when we got here and it became this called a peachy pink, it really is absolute joy to work with. It feels lovely on the hook. It works up amazing, and it's so soft. It's incredible. So if you think that you could use this for a baby, and the same softness in every one of those colours. This is now obviously one of my favourite yarns that I have, and I do intend to use these to make quite a bit. So this colour being the one that I thought, and the other one with the greens, that I thought, wow, that's going to be very similar to the yarn that I really like. I did buy more of it so I could have some for myself. But yeah, love all of these colours. And I think I did a big enough kind of portion of hat to show all of those. So the way that they all work together. And every time you get to another part, you think, oh, I think this is my favourite part. This is how the colours work so well together. But I still think this just looked stunning. When I was working with that, it is absolutely beautiful. And you wouldn't see a join if it weren't for the fact that the colours step. That's the only thing, but you could manipulate that if you wanted to. But isn't that gorgeous? This is absolutely beautiful. Really is. Such a find, and I'm really glad I have it in my inventory in my shop now. Absolutely going to be my favourite yarn. So thank you for watching. I hope you like my swatches, and the only swatch that I don't do when it comes to these is a knitted swatch, because it would take me quite a while to whip up a knitted swatch. And I do have a knitting channel which is called Hobby Rocks, like my shop's called Hobby Rocks, because it was intended that I would use that for Hobby Rocks, but in the end I just use this one to showcase it. But I will do some knitted swatches at some point, put on there. I'll do some more knitted tutorials to put on there as well. But I was intending to do other crafts, maybe some kind of painting and bits and bobs over there that I wanted to do. So yeah, I was going to leave that channel for all the other crafts. I've got a lifestyle channel for all my things that are not yarny, and I now have another craft channel for all my other crafts. So yeah, a quick word on that. I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who has subscribed to Rocksteady and is giving me those watch hours. We're getting up there slowly. I've got my over 1,000 subscribers now, well over, but I'm still falling a little short with the watch hours, and so big thank you to everyone who's doing that. And if you haven't found that channel already, that's where I put my out and about videos where I show the area, and lots and lots of other massive sort of variety over there, all the unboxings. And so if you haven't found it already, there's a link in the bottom, as well as a link to my shop and that voucher code to cut and paste. There's everything you need to see in the bottom underneath the video. So thank you for watching. And I just wish I could have made all of them into a swatch to show them, because I think it's, when it comes to the swatches, it really does show them better than maybe just the skein would. You kind of get a better idea. So I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.